Columbia and Jefferson City saw a jump in violent crime between 2014 and 2015.
Last year in the capital city, the crimes increased by 21%. In Columbia, crime was at its highest in the past 5 years.
In a special report tonight, ABC 17's Taylor Petrus digs into the crime numbers to see what track the cities are on for 2016.
Right now, crime numbers in Columbia show a similar trend to what happened last year in 2015, when the city saw its highest crime rate in almost 10 years. Violent crime in Jefferson City is also up slightly compared to last year. I looked through years of crime data to find out what may be driving these statistics and what police and city leaders are doing to fight it. At this year's State of the City address, Columbia City Manager Mike Mathis says crime is going down.
We would have to double, triple, and quadruple our crime rates to match those in Springfield, Kansas City, and St. Louis.
But reported crime data says otherwise. In 2015, violent crime jumped by 46%.
It's really difficult to be able to target exactly what it is that contributed to that. And so all that we can do is use the resources that we have, put them in play in the ways that we can to try and decrease crime in those hotspot areas.
The latest crime numbers through May show more than 200 reported violent crimes in Columbia. That's slightly below numbers through May in 2015. In Jefferson City, there's been 68 reported violent crimes through May this year. 61 were reported by that time last year.
A few months in a row doesn't necessarily constitute a pattern, whether it's good or bad. If you take credit for the low numbers, you have to take credit for the high numbers too, like you're doing something wrong.
I also looked at crime rates for cities similar in size to Columbia. Here's the 2015 violent crime numbers comparing Columbia to Springfield, Illinois, and Peoria. You can see Columbia's crime rates are much lower.
We look at those numbers on a daily basis. We do try to determine whether or not we need to apply different resources to an area or really, help suppress those numbers from going any higher.
CPD's Community Outreach Unit has been out in full force for the past several months.
We're here to be here and listen and talk and
walking the streets that have had some of the most violence in the city.
Being able to have that relationship back and opening those lines of communication, that's the important thing, and building trust between law enforcement and community members and trying to find out what they want from us.
Officer Scott Lenier and his partner Tony Parker say they've gotten to know many residents in their beat area on the north side of town.
To where we can feel comfortable talking to you as a man.
So yeah, those are the conversations that we want.
The same streets that have been ringing out with gunshots in the past have seemed to quiet down for the time.
Bringing down the amount of violent crime that was happening out there, and we can't do that on our own. That's going to be a collaboration of the entire police department and the community as well.
We're trying to stop the violence and do more positive with the youth today.
Residents living on Sylvan Lane and Whitegate Drive have taken matters into their own hands after several violent shootings already this year, including a homicide.
We're trying to bring positive things in our neighborhood, stop the shooting, the drugs.
They're partnering with the United Way, hosting an ice cream social every Saturday this summer.
And this is about a unifying event for the community to get people involved, get them out of their homes, and to really state that this is their neighborhood, this is our community, our neighborhood.
But city leaders say all these efforts to curb the crime is going to take some time.
It's going to be an ongoing saga to try to make this thing happen. But the collected effort is what's vital, is very important.
All these efforts from the police and the United Way are in part of Columbia's strategic plan model that's designed to help address social issues for certain parts of the city. It's designed to last through 2019.